The biggest
Mm-hmm.
challenge to anything we want to do is right inside here.
Yeah.
Can I do this? Do I believe in myself? Because when I look back on my journey, I didn't know what I didn't know. I was just doing it. And that passion was attracting people. The passion opened door to more information, funding, government initiatives, different things to help women.
Hello, everyone. Hello, empowered global women in business. Elle Ballard is here with my guest, Dr. Yana Johnson. Hi, Dr. Yana.
Hi,
Welcome.
hi everyone. Hi, Elle. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Thank you for taking the time to be on our podcast. Dr. Yana Johnson MBE is a global strategist, award winning entrepreneur, and empowerment coach. Honored at Buckingham Palace for her pioneering work, she equips individuals and communities to rise, innovate, and lead with purpose, vision, and resilience. Founder of the Yana Collection, her story is inspirational, her journey phenomenal, and her story is dynamic. She was just recently appointed to be a UN Peace Ambassador. Congratulations.
Thank
And I'm
you.
so excited. I know she's excited for this role, and I'm excited to have you on this podcast today. And I know you will be impacting and changing more lives.
Absolutely. I get really calm, but I'm
Congratulations.
really excited to be here.
It's great to have you. So, the first question that I always love to ask is what inspired you to do this work?
Oh, it's a big question. And passion drives everything for me. So when I was
Mm,
younger, I wanted to just be a singer. I would dance around the house. Ella, I know you dance as well. And
yeah.
we had to do ballroom, ballet, tap. And I actually was given an honor, a scholarship to the Royal School of Ballet, but I actually turned it down because I was scared of ballerina blocks, right? But as I grew, I always navigated toward things that made me happy, things that were good.
Mm,
And
mhm.
so from the music, I had my makeup done and I saw professional makeup. And then from the makeup, I started my own company, but not just for me, because there wasn't many shades for women of all
Yeah.
colors in the UK
Oh,
at that
yeah. That's
time.
right.
Now it's
Yeah.
completely different. And so I started this brand with not much knowledge. I made it my own. I really looked at how to match shades. And at the time, I used to blend foundation for women.
Mm,
Happening was I was getting trained on how to communicate with women, speak to them about
mhm.
issues, problems, encourage them. And, with the business, many changes when you're in business, you start to learn and pay attention how to overcome high level problems. You end up becoming a consultant because you know how to do it. You've done it before. People would come to me. I never advertised. And so it gave me all these many hats. People say, oh, you can't have all these hats. You'll not be good at anything. That's not true. When you solve a lot of problems and you grow in that, you become good at just seeing the thing that's blocking, and you're good at helping people to become unstuck. So I would say I was driven by passion and purpose.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I love that. I didn't know that story about you, that earlier story.
That's the
Thank you for
earliest
sharing.
story.
Ah, it's great.
Yeah.
So, in this process of building businesses, and sounds like you've started at early age and building your life, your businesses, and your family. Um, what are some of the challenges and lessons? And maybe there is one. I know there are so many, but maybe you can pick one to share with us as you were becoming, who you are today.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest lessons, some people could say money or a business plan or resources. It's none of those things. The biggest
Hmm.
challenge to anything we want to do is right inside here.
Yeah.
Can I do this? Do I believe in myself? Because when I look back on my journey, I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't understand
Hmm.
all these rules and all this stuff. I was just doing it. And that passion was attracting people to my
Hmm.
business. Um, the passion opened door to more information, funding, government initiatives, different things to help women. It's the personality. If you are a character who is ready to take the bull by the horns, believe in yourself and go for it and not stop, at some point you'll meet the people or the resources
Yeah.
that are there to help you get there. Because a lot of us, it's self-belief and doubt and fear and shame and failure and trauma that blocks us
Yeah.
walking into those things. I wouldn't have said this a couple of probably even months ago, but I'm now looking back
Hmm.
going, wow, this is connected. Your wealth and your destiny is connected to your heart, is connected to how you feel, how you show up. And even if people are not kind and offend you, if you can heal and forgive them and show love, do you know what? That door stays open. But if you
Yeah.
can't and you're angry or you're frustrated, that countenance follows you and nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to do business with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's self-belief.
So true. It's all in us. Like, we are the ones that are stopping ourselves, right? Like no,
Absolutely.
nothing else.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a great book, The Mountain is You. And it's just, when you said that, yeah, it's just so true, right? Cause it's all, yeah, yeah. And it's interesting how a lot of the times we're not even realizing that we are doing that to ourselves, right? Like,
We don't
yeah,
realize, and introspection is good. So I took a sabbatical, moved from Houston, Texas, and the whole year I've been studying my MBA to upskill myself as a way of self love, but also
yeah,
taking a year out to just observe me, travel alone. It's just a way of being my
beautiful.
own company, and I have learned
Yeah,
so much about myself and what was triggering and why and what my response is. I feel like everybody at some point should just take a year off. I know COVID was an ideal time, but we were so reactive to the trauma of such a drastic change. We didn't embrace it. So I that was this year was my intentional time to grow, to learn, to observe, and to reset, take affirmative action for me and say, right, this is who I want to show up as, and this is what I'm going to do about that transformation.
that's beautiful.
And I
That's
met you in
beautiful.
that.
Yes, we met. Yeah. And it's interesting because my year has been very similar
Wow.
into just really taking a couple of steps back and, okay, what's next? Yeah. Because when we go, 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 we don't really have time to pause and look at where actually, where am I going actually? Right. Like why am I doing this?
Why am
Or,
I doing this? Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
like what's this next um level or next period looks like. So I love that you mentioned that, because I totally relate. This year has been so interesting, and it's not over yet, of course. It's
I
yeah,
know.
and
It's like
yeah.
there's more. There's more.
So yeah, so when we are, of course, on the Empowered Global Women in Business podcast, and you are one of those amazing women, originally from the UK, right now living in New York. When you hear Empowered Global Women in Business, what comes to you? What does it mean to you personally? Empowered Global Women in Business.
Initially,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
felt, oh, big women who have these big jobs and big titles, and maybe they don't even have time for the community of women because they're just so busy climbing. But after coming to your Women of the World network, it was quite the opposite. So much love, so much women who just wanted to connect, loved being in the space together,
Yeah.
were quick to want to collaborate, and it just blew my mind. It blew my mind for two reasons. The first reason, when I was in Texas, and when I talked about your state of mind, I was in such a funky state of mind that I didn't come across things that were good for me, and so I was like, oh, I don't like
Mm,
Houston. Houston hasn't done anything bad to me at all. But the second reason was being in that healed state, you are attracting all the goodness. And so there was just, and that's what I reached
mm.
out to
I
some.
have goosebumps when you're saying
It
it's
was
so
just,
true.
it was, I brought my daughter. It was a safe space. I loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't want the day to end, and I think lots of us didn't want to. And that's made me want to stay connected and recognizing. not only am I loved and embraced in that space, but I love them. And, we're all different, different faiths, different culture, different races. That's what makes a successful community. We're not all going to be the same, but we're going to rub off on each other a little bit over here, a little bit over there, and we're going to grow.
That's right.
We're going to
Yeah,
grow.
that's right. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it was amazing to have you and to hear you sing
Thank
and
you.
by the way, she's a singer as well, listeners. Yeah, she's amazing. Um yeah, I've shared it, I think, couple on some of our social media channels. Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
beautiful. So thank you for saying that. So what I would like to do is to do a rapid fire question section
Let's
that we
go.
do on our podcast.
Let's go. Rapid fire. I'm
I
ready.
love
I'm
it.
ready for it.
I love
A bit
it.
scared.
Okay,
Might
so
come out, but anyway.
I promise you're not too bad.
Okay.
So the first question is the your favorite book title.
It's really hard, but I'll say the
It's
book that
mhm.
changed my life and my mindset
Yes.
was Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Mm,
It changed the way I thought about money because I had not had that financial, what do you call it, financial literacy.
yeah.
And off the back of that book, I bought a property, and then it's just kept rolling. So I think differently about assets and liabilities, and
Yeah.
it has
Nice.
transformed my mindset to acknowledge that I am walking in wealth on the way I think. And it starts with your think. As a man thinketh, so is he. So
Yes.
my book is called As a Woman Thinketh, So Is She. But that
I
was the
love
book
it.
that
Yeah.
transformed me, that I could tangibly look back on and say, this is because of this book.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I remember we played cash flow game as well. We have a board game. Cash flow was
Ah,
it's such a great board game to play with the family and kids when they were younger. So good, but also on a similar. Um, awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay, beach or mountains?
mountains for sure.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Summer or winter?
Depends where. So I'll say summer because of the sun.
Okay.
I love the sun, but I don't
Yeah.
like the heat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Favorite international destination to visit?
It would have to be New York.
Nice,
New York's
fun. Yeah, I love New York.
New
Love New
York.
York.
Yeah, New York. I was gonna say for now, but it's
Yeah.
New York. It's been that for like 100 years. So,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and my final question is things that you have discovered about yourself recently.
like when we get out the way, get out the way. Don't take yourself so seriously. Stay
Yeah,
open to healing and love. And oh my goodness, yes, there's more, but just that portion,
beautiful.
that part. Um,
Yeah.
there's
Mm,
more. There's deeper depths. And the things you want or are scared of are usually the things that are for you. So we are challenged to get them because they're not things to be taken for granted. And when we get them, that journey and that fight to get there, that's what helps us maintain it.
yeah. Yeah. Beautifully said. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. As I know I am, and I know our listeners would
Yes,
relate to that. Cause yeah, thinking about those moments where we have that. Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm, thank you. Thank you for playing.
Oh,
it
it wasn't so scary after all.
wasn't too bad. um so as we are having this conversation, Dr. Yana, of course there are so many congratulations on what you're doing and where you're going and all you've accomplished, all you are about to accomplish. And is there anything that you want to share with our audience today? And I know we will share links on how to connect with you, learn more about you. But is there anything you feel called to share about your work, about your mission, maybe the message that you wanna share with women?
Absolutely. So based on, and so anything that I mention as thought leadership or supernatural as a Christian or anything like that, I've walked through it, which is why I share it. Not because I've read it somewhere, but because it's actually been my life and my testimonial. And so the first thing, ladies, please get healing for anything that you find yourself complaining about or anything that doesn't match your lifestyle. get healing for that, because when you do, you can now function at the highest level of yourself. That's the first thing. The second thing is where so many divisions have happened in our lives, and just globally, there's all kinds of reasons why we should stay to ourselves or our own, and
Mm-hmm.
see people like them and us. It's a season of collaboration. Please collaborate. Please collaborate with people who are completely different to you. All the things we fear and don't know about in somebody else's culture, this is how we grow. And so don't be scared about those things. Find somebody, speak to someone, invite someone for coffee, and just get to know them, and you will grow. And then your purpose will start to shoot out of that initial connection. So my organization, Faith and Glow, literally the logo is, it looks like two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle that come together, and then there's flowers and plants that start to grow, which is why I
Beautiful.
have these little flowers here. It just represents
Yeah.
we are a life force, and when
Yeah.
we
Part
connect with someone,
collaboration.
yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
collaboration, we start to expand, and we see each other differently, and we might have solutions, they might have solutions for us. It's a deep well, and that's how it was meant to be. We were meant to work together, and so I just encourage collaboration.
Beautiful. Thank you. So, yeah, so needed too, right? We cannot do it all alone. We have to partner, create partnerships,
Yes.
collaborations,
Yeah.
and we multiplying, and it's because we don't have the knowledge of it all, or we don't have the capacity.
We don't
Just
have
we
the
cannot do it all.
capacity. No, and we sharpen our skills when we now have to use those tolerances to engage, because they're not
Yeah,
tolerances, they're just, how do I become more flexible? If you're flexible, you're wealthy.
yeah,
If you're
yeah,
flexible,
exactly,
you will adapt and
exactly.
you will be able to
I love
expand
that.
quickly. It
Yeah.
impacts what comes to you as opportunities. You become wealthy in your mind, in your heart, financially, and socially.
I love that word, flexibility. I remember I shared it before as skills to have to be an entrepreneur, and I use flexibility. I love that word. Yeah, because that's it exactly, where we have to stay, because things change constantly. The only the only the only constant thing is change. And so if
I
we
love
just
that. Yes.
right, if we stay flexible with it. Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that
Yeah.
reminder. Hmm.
Absolutely. And in an economy where
Yeah,
in the West there are so many leader changes, rules, laws, regulations, coming into the age of digital transformation, it's not going to slow down. I mean, just AI alone is
yeah,
is it's like it's super. What's the name? It's kind of just super powered everything, and we have to. It's not keep up, but we have to understand what's going on. But that's where the flexibility comes in, because people are
yeah,
now at different levels of learning. Some people are already there, some people are not. So we're engaging with all levels of things that are useful to us, and things that we
hmm,
will then have to learn, things that we would need access to, which is now online as opposed to in person. So there's so much to embrace.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. What is next for Dr. Yana?
So Faith and Glow is the network. With all the things that I do, it became a lot to kind of say, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this. I don't do them alone, I do them with partners. So Faith and Glow Network will be the community that people can join for, education, events, travel, retreats, all that kind of stuff. And, we'll have a newsletter. And so I just want to develop that so that all these people from all different walks of life can be part of a community whereby they bring their community or their thing, and we collaborate together, and it will now just create such cross collaboration,
Yeah,
which is
beautiful.
really, really important.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you for taking the time for this conversation. Always great to see you, my friend. I know we will have collaborations coming up. We will announce soon. So I'm excited about that for sure. But thank you, my friend. It's great to see you. Great to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank
I
you
will
so
see you
much.
soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.